Hello, and today we're going to learn how to build the merchandise feature. The merchandise feature is a simple way for businesses to start making sales through their application. You can use the custom option to create your own in-app marketplace or opt to integrate with Volusion, Magento, or Shopify if you have an existing marketplace. This is a great feature for bands, musicians, clothing stores, anything that does retail, churches, nonprofits, you name it, it works. One industry we're going to focus on today is the salon and barbershop industry. Salon and barbershops are notorious for having a separate set of additional items that you can purchase outside of the services that you're getting for your haircuts. So they typically have shampoo, pomade, they may have t-shirts or tank tops for branding. It could be a number of different things. It could also be like combs and hair dryers, and you might get discounts based upon them being a reseller versus, buying it somewhere else. So with that being said, this feature is obviously great for monetization. It's a really great way for your app to offer in-app purchasing, which is really nice. So let's take a look on how to set this one up. So I've already added the feature, as you can see, to my application. I've named it Shop, and I've already selected my feature icon, which is a little handbag. When we jump to the settings section, there's a go back prompt or a shipping instruction, which allows for the user to enter in special delivery instructions when they're on the checkout page. I generally like both of these settings, and for this case, I'm going to turn them on. Now, here is where you decide what platform that you want to use in regards to your specific client. You may want to use our custom shop option, or you may want to go with Volusion, Magento, or Shopify. If you choose to go with Volusion, Magento, or Shopify, you just enter in your cart URL, and that allows you to easily integrate. If you want to set up an account with them, just click this icon or this URL here at the bottom, and that's good. Today, we're going to learn how to build the custom feature out, because that one definitely is something you could take advantage of. So you'll see once I click on custom, there's going to be these 5 submenus: payment, delivery, inventory, emails, and extras. We're going to go one by one through them and get them at least set up so you can see the process in terms of what you can set up and how you can set it up. In terms of configuring your payment options, the first thing you want to select is your currency, so depending on where you're located. Next, if you choose, you can select a payment gateway. Some businesses may not want to partner with one of these payment gateways that we work with. They alternatively may just want cash to be an option. Regardless, we do work with Braintree, PayPal Payments Pro, Stripe, PayU Latin America, Authorize.net, and Ingenico ePayments. So depending on which one you pick, you'll have a number of items that you need to insert based upon what they require for their API. So with that being said, I'm going to allow to pay with cash, and then I can enter in now any tax details. So if I want to add a tax detail, I can add like a sales tax, and the tax method is going to be by rate, and the rate is a percentage, and the flat value is just a hard value. So this is really nice if you need to charge like credit card processing fees. Like if you need to charge an initial $2 if somebody wants to pay via credit card, then you can do that, and you can set that up here. So I'm going to say that the tax rate here is 8.75. So now 8.75% will be added to all of my charges automatically. And I can do a number of different things here. You can add a convenience tax, kind of whatever the business offers. And this really works within a number of different economies as well as countries. So this is a really nice aspect here to be able to add for your currency. Now when we go to the delivery option, there's a number of different delivery methods that we have. As you can see, it's pretty robust. So let's take a look at them. So we have pickup method, which allows the items to be picked up. So you could choose to have this on or off. Because my shop is a barber shop, I do want that to be something that they can do. They can walk in and pick the merchandise up. There's digital method, which means that the items are electronically sent. The users are required to enter in a valid email address to receive this purchase. So if you sell music or maybe tickets or QR codes, as long as you have your admin email or your customer email set up appropriately for the client to receive whatever this particular item is, you can set that up to have it be automatic for every email that gets sent out. Or once you know the the client orders, you can easily email them the product based upon whatever it is. This is another great option that our platform has. And then you obviously have shipping, which means you want the client to ask for us to ship the product to their place. Not us specifically, us as you in this scenario. So with that being said, I'm going to keep pickup on. I don't have any digital delivery for this particular one, and I'm going to leave shipping method on just so we can show you how to build this out. So pickup title, I'm just going to call pickup at the shop. And then you can choose a pickup confirmation message. This is after the client completes their pickup order. Thank you. Your order will be available in the next 2 business days. Okay, so we're set up there, and then shipping method. So I can label the shipping whatever I want it to be. So I'm going to call delivery. You can call this takeaway. You can call it, pickup. You can literally name it whatever you want it to be. You can even get a little cheeky with your marketing. So I can even say like drop off at home. Could be my other option for the shipping title. Now, the next line is required. This is the shipping minimum. So this is the minimum amount that the customers have to spend to be able to get shipping. In some cases, shipping directly to the customer is a bit more expensive, so you want to factor that in. So I'm going to make my shipping minimum $15 because that's what I have determined is my baseline for this is where it makes sense for me to ship it to you versus you picking it up at the shop. Okay, and the free shipping amount, I'm going to say that whenever they spend $50, they automatically get free shipping. In terms of shipping days, this is the number of days before the item ships from the factory, the warehouse, or from your place of business. Mine's going to be 3 business days. Okay. Are there any shipping fees that are taxable? Yes or no. You just turn that on or off. In this case, no, my shipping fee is not taxable. And then delivery address validation. When you turn this on, this means that the user can only enter in an address that's a valid address using our Google Maps API integration. So as long as they have a valid address, it'll be good. This generally is something I would turn on just to make sure that wherever you're sending it to, it's actually a valid address. You don't want to send to something and not have it show up properly. So this is a protection for you, the business. Now, when I look at shipping charges, I can select my country here. And in this case, I'm going to scroll down to the United States. And I'm going to say that my shipping charge is going to be $5. I can add a number of different things here, which is great, and it works really well. I can also add additional shipping charges if I ship to other countries or if I ship international. I may want to add one because I also want to do business in the UK, and my UK shipping price is going to be $15. So as you can see here, I can set this up. So really, you can be in international shipping. You can also add countries, block countries from the shipping opportunity just to make sure that it keeps you within your cost requirements, which is really huge. So there's definitely some great items in here in regards to what we can do. So I went ahead and saved my information there, and well, it's saving there. So we covered payment and we covered delivery. So these are the 2 ones that you really need to set up quick. Those are kind of simple and easy to do. I'm going to skip inventory. I'm going to go to emails. So emails is where you see your customer confirmation emails where a new order has been placed. You can modify this title. You can even have your shop name in here. So barbershop. And I'm going to change this to your order has been placed exclamation point because I want them to be excited. And what they're going to see is you're going to see a pre-filled out template that we have already filled in with a number of different fields. And you can choose from any of the fields below to kind of build out what you want your emails to look like. So they have set up order number, shipping charges total, items total, order created on, the shipping address, and the delivery type. You can add images here at the top. You can reformat it. You can add line breaks so it makes sense for the customer. You can have them be side by side in columns. You can insert a table and do everything that way. There's a number of different things that you can do in this particular section. And I want you to realize that it's fully custom. Now, there's an item here that's not listed below in our email objects, and it's called ordered items underscore list. Ordered items list is only editable through the custom guide section. So this is where every time a customer purchases a certain product in your store, it's going to detail that specific item. So if I order a hat, these are the 4 things that are going to show. But if I order a hat and a t-shirt, it's going to show this for the hat and then skip a line and then show these 4 for the t-shirt. And you can modify what this looks like here in terms of these email objects that are available. So don't forget to set up your custom guide. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing anything particularly fancy on this one in terms of images. You may want to, just keep it really basic and simple, but it's definitely something that you can pop in there and modify and make it look really nice. I always recommend doing a test order yourself so you can kind of see what everything looks like and then modify it appropriately based upon what you see. Under custom guides, you can also modify the actual names for the buttons for the shipping method for delivery, the pickup method, which is labeled takeout, the digital method, which is called dine-in in this moment, and then the card and cash. So you can rename them and modify them to whatever you want. I'm just going to call this digital. I'm going to call pickup pickup at the shop. And then delivery, keep as delivery. And then let's take a look at the admin receipt. So this is the last receipt. So obviously I want to enter in my admin email. This is the email that's going to receive all the orders across the board, which I think is definitely something that you want to pay attention to. I want to have the subject in here. So I'm going to call this barber shop. And then new customer order has been placed. And then this is where I want to modify what I see from the admin side. Again, same email objects, and most of the time this is pretty similar to what the customer confirmation email is. So just bear that in mind. There's definitely some things that you can do here to spice it up and make sure that your internal orders match up. There's some really nice things that can be done. So that's the email section. So let's now go into inventory. So to easily add inventory, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a category. So category name is going to be hats. And then do I have an image of the category? I can add that. I can add a custom one that is 750 pixels by 260 pixels, or I can go from a number of library images that we have in here. I'm actually going to see if we have any. It doesn't look like we do, but I'm going to use this one for the barbershop just for our stock images, or I could type the URL of the particular image that I want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and add this category. Now for this particular category, I can now add an item. So I'm going to go to add item, and you're going to see the item name is going to be trucker hat. Category, I'm going to be able to choose hats. Item description is a fresh trucker hat with barber shop logo, adjustable. Item list price is going to be $35. And the items that I have in inventory, this is really cool. Whatever item you enter in here, as clients make orders, it's going to lower that inventory level. So once that inventory gets to 0, they won't be able to order. I'm going to have 15 of them, and then you can say whether or not this item is tax exempt. Based upon your local rules and taxes, you may be able to have these items not have to pay sales tax. That's perfectly fine. I'm now going to go to customize, and I can add a number of sizes. So because this is a item that is a one size fits all, I'm going to select one and call it one size fits all. There is 0 price increase for this particular item. So let's just say I had a medium or a large. This is typically medium, large, and this is large. Large, extra large. So this could be 0 but for the large, extra large, maybe it's a $2 change. So you'll notice now that the price for that particular item will adjust. So this is where I can choose sizes. You can delete all these sizes if you want to, and if you don't enter in anything, there will not be a size. Now for item options, I can say black, I can say blue, and I'm going to say white. So these could be my different color options if I want to. And you can kind of charge in here whatever you want. So this is going to be 0, 0, and 0. I'm going to go ahead and add my item, and you'll notice here that I could save. So adding items is very easy and very simple. You can add a number of different things to them. Let's go back to the inventory. Let's take a look at my trucker hat here. And then if you go to images of item, the last item in here, this is where you can add a number of images. You can add up to 5 that the images are visible for the consumer. These images need to be 500 pixels by 500 pixels. And I'm maybe going to just add an image in there just so people can see what this looks like save. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. To this point, we've fully set everything up. All of our orders will be emailed to the admin email, which is really nice. And when I go to extras, you don't see very much more that you have to add. There is a web widget, which is really cool. When you publish your application, you do get emailed the URL for that web widget, so you can host it inside your website, which is really nifty. And then we have the ability to link this to any of our printer options, whether or not it's the ePrint for your email address, the Google Cloud Print, or the thermal printer with Star Micronics. We have a number of different options here, so this is real nice. So now let's take a look at what the preview is. So you can see this is exactly what I'm going to click on once I see the shop. I'm going to click on hats, and once this product loads, I'm going to see my trucker hats right here. It's $35. That's great. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And after that loads, you can see the image that's in here, which is really nice. The quantity, I'm going to choose 1. I'm going to choose the one size fits all. If I hit the large, you'll notice the price here goes $2. We may want to modify that one size fits all to be 35. And then I'm going to choose black and then add item to order. Yeah, so actually when you enter in the inventory, and let's go back to that real quick. So when you go to customize, when you insert the sizes, so this is where you're going to be entering in what they are. So this would be 37 total. So different sizes are different prices, so just pop them in there. They're not like the food ordering feature where we have an item and then as you add the options, it kind of goes. So you want to make sure at least the first size that's in there, one size fits all. Maybe it's the normal size, the large size, the 16 ounce, 18 ounce, whatever the options may be there. And with that being said, we fully set up our merchandise feature. The merchandise feature, again, is so versatile for any application that wants to sell merchandise or product or e-commerce or retail, digital, you name it. This is a great option for your customers. Thank you so much for watching.